through his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Bengals and the Titans. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, their long winning streak finally came to an end last week. A disappointing game for them, but still a playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. But the Bengals getting set for their first possession of the ball game and leading them out in his third season. Really the face of Cincinnati football, Joe Burrow.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Up to the 20. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You can expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. First down. Here's Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Burrow. Over the middle, complete. It's Morgan. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down. Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Decision time, opening drive here. What would you do?
There is no decision for me. I'm the visitor. I'm on the road. I've moved the ball downfield. I've got momentum. I'm going for it right here. Look at that play sheet. Pick out your best play.
And even if you don't get it, then your defense is going to have a really good situation on the other side.
Exactly. And in fact, though, I'm not even telling my defense to get ready. I'm telling them to get ready to celebrate because we're going to score.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter, you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Tennessee brings its offense to the field for the first time, and that means that we get to see the electric rookie out of Liberty, Malik Willis.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Willis. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. On 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Mixon running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Going deep here for Taylor. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Dances by him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He'll get that one to Carter complete.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Still 9 remaining on second down. From the gun, here's Willis. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Back to Mixon on second down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, Burrow. And escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
McPherson, as a rookie last year, made a league-leading 9 kicks from 50-plus yards and added to it in the playoffs with some other big kicks to help propel his team to the Super Bowl. But that time, unable to convert.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick, and the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurts. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Mixon with a first down carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is really floating around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Got his man, it's Bo Melton. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 30-13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Titans at 9-1 on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose?
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
That one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they? And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point and good by Bullock. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over for 25. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. 2nd down, here's Willis. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Very good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game,
it's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will take us to the end of the first half of play.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
complete to Taylor on the slam. Able to get this one across the 35. The Bears brought down. 11 yards for number 11. Inside handoff to Mixon. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Here we go.
Burrow throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Just a yard to go here on second down. There's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt it in, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Willis will look to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And they get him down on the other side of midfield. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Willis looking to throw on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away and throws it.
There's something to a game plan for trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On second down, here's Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Willis now off play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week, he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17 all. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. Good day for him so far here in the third quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards, but hey, it's the third quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team, because every play he makes, it means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws into him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. To throw again on second down. Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big fella go. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Burrow looking to pass. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Stanley Morgan from 6 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To the air on first down, here's Willis. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. We've played 3 quarters. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Henry out of the pistol. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Willis. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Play action. Here's Willis. That pass taken in by Burks. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Willis. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
3rd down, it's Willis. Hauled in on the out route by Melton.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry.
That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. We've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And out now, here come the Bengals.
Here we go. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw.
And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned it all over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second down throw coming by Willis.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Henry running right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Bullock's kick is good. They have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
So Burrow and the Bengals down 27-24, 2:25 remaining. And their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That went good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Burrow. Over the middle, complete. That's Morgan. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll try to run for the first with Henry, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. 149 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Inside handoff, Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then 1 play later, he's in the end zone.
I like the way that sequence is. I'm not sure who made the play call, but he understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches. That wasn't a blast for them at all.